which is y equal to cos x. So, you remember that last week I sketched this function, which is the basic. To your left. Okay, if you shift to your left, this point 180 degrees. So every point on this graph here is going to okay, it's not allowing me to move it. By 90 degrees. Uh, it's going to start at a maximum turning point, okay, which will be only sketch the graph of cos and sine between 0 x equal to 0. We end at x equal to 360 degrees. The step on the calculator will also be 90 degrees because the sine graph and the cosine graph are related, right? So if you put those x with the following y values, when x is 0, y will be 1. When x is 90, y is 0. When x is 180, y is minus 1. And when x is 270, y will be 0. And when x is 360, y will be equal to 1. Put those x values in your calculator. Remember, you start with the minimum, which will be 0 degrees, and the maximum, it will be 360, and then you can get your table, then you can sketch. So going forward, this is the cosine graph that you're supposed to measure. We won't ask you the shifts in terms of its relationship with the sine graph. Usually in grade 10, we don't ask you about that. Right, but it's important for you to know that in terms of the properties, the period is the same as the sine graph. It's 360 degrees. Okay? The domain is also from 0 to 360 because that's the requirement based on your curriculum. Then the range, you start from -1. In terms of the sine graph, all these properties are the same as for the sine graph, which is y equal to sine x. Can you tell him to pay attention? Is Mr. Chukwunda there? So all these four properties, they are also applicable to the sine graph. Right? Make sure you know that. Now, allow me to got your calculator in front of you. Now, the general equation, okay, your general equation, okay, it also determines the amplitude of the graph, the positive of the value. The graph A cos x, the sine, okay? And then okay, so you need to sketch. Now, since we have sketched before, I'm going to ask you to sketch two graphs. Now, we're moving around to check. So sketch, let me use a different color there. Make sure you've got your calculator in front of you. So you need to sketch these two graphs separately. F of x equal to cos x. Okay, let's start with 2 cos x. And then you can sketch another function. I'll call it 3 cos x minus 1. So sketch those two. Please remember, the period is the same, okay, for these two graphs. When you are sketching, that is doing your table on your step is to 90 degrees. It has an all right. So first thing, I'm going to draw my axis. We have to wait for the other guy to come. We have to wait for that. It's possible only will come there. And allow the two of you to go on the same side. Okay, so we have got 1 8 here. I think let me close this up here. It's causing problems. Right, so we have got 180 degrees. Okay. I'm so sorry, my software is not working properly. Let me try again.